Hey guys, what's up? Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm nervous coming back to stream after being gone for 10 days, but here we are. Had to close my hype playlist, get my energy levels up for the stream here. What's up, Lux? What's up, Exodus? What's up, Mercenary? How's everyone doing tonight? Got my energy potion right here. Help keep me going. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys had a great New Year, and if you celebrate, you had a good Christmas. If not, hopefully you had a good holiday. Maybe you got some time off. Maybe you got to hang out with family. Hopefully you got some cool presents. I know stuff was. I had an awesome holiday. Got to see family, play a lot of games. Let myself go and drink a little bit, which was nice. I don't get to do that often, and I don't think it messed me up, which is usually what I worry about. Oh my god, I just realized, did I just start the stream on the wrong latency setting? Wait a second. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, okay, alright, we did it right. For a second I was like, oh, the reason why no one's talking is they can't hear me. No, you guys are okay. The brain worms crept up in my head and made me doubt what was going on. I didn't click the wrong button. I haven't done that in a while. Rocky's here. You just heard him in the background. I think my mic picked that up. Hopefully your start to 2025 has not been too bad. Had to go back to work today, which was fairly easy. I don't think my boss was happy to see me though, so. Oh no. But what can you do? I've been working on some things in the background, and for tonight I was even reviewing which games I wanted to talk about. I have links to all the games. How about that? I did I did a little bit of what did you say? Research work beforehand. So I have my top games for 2024, games I'm excited for 2025, my ideas for 2025 with the streams going forward, and the 3 things that I owe you guys from the charity stream from Extra Life. I can go over them real quickly now. I'll probably hit them again at the end of the stream, but still owe you guys a walkthrough of the house, my Atelier. I have been cleaning it. It's not, I don't feel comfortable showing it off yet, so once I get some more of this junk cleared, we'll be able to do that. I owe you guys a Walking Rocky video, which this weekend I'm going to get blasted with a bunch of snow, so maybe a Walking Rocky in the snow stream would be kind of cute, or stream video. And then Cyberwolf, who was the top donator for the charity, he picked Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, so that'll be the next dedicated playthrough that I owe you guys. Oh, I forgot. No, I have all that under ideas. Yes, I came prepared. We're not... I kind of reviewed what I did last year for 2023. I didn't want to, when I did this kind of wrap-up stream last year, it was just like, oh, I'd never done this before. I don't know what to expect. And I was like, okay, there's not really a template that I could follow, but like things that I could do to keep it going smooth. What's up, Reggie? What's up, Nabil? Hello, sir. We've been trying to reach you from Microsoft. Give us money. Funny. I do have a Google Play gift card I could give you. I have not used all of it yet. Oh, what else was I gonna say? We'll get to it when we get to the stream idea stuff. Reggie, I hope your holiday was good. Nabil, Happy New Year to you. breaking up the tier list. I didn't feel like tiering the games. Also, I was just trying to find games to add to the list. I wasn't sure. I didn't really feel like breaking out my favorites, but let's get this drinking stream rolling. Maybe. I have Red Bull. That's what I'll be drinking, so. How you doing, Gondola? I guess just you, Reggie. I will say, though, as far as drinking goes, when I was at my dad's, he took out 4 bottles of whiskey and was like, all right, you get to pick one. And I'm not a big whiskey drinker. And my dad wanted to share it with all the family. And it turns out none of us are big whiskey drinkers. But he had this whiskey called Shmalow. Shmallow. Shmalow whiskey. It's like a s'more flavored whiskey. And I gotta say, it was phenomenal. It was probably one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. What's up, UNFW? How you doing? Yes, I am O Drinking Age. I was just trying to look up how much it costs. It sounds disgusting. Nope. It was pretty awesome. At least to me, it was awesome. Shmalow, where to buy? No. Apparently they make a whip topping as well. I'm above 18. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Sorry. Now it's about... Oh, it's $40. Nah, not too bad. I thought you were 6? What? We're getting a most disappointing games countdown. I'd like to be a little bit more positive over here, so I don't like to dump on games. If there's a game I didn't like, I dropped it, and I probably made fun of it, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh man, 2024 was so bad, I played all these awful games. No, I generally play games that I am interested in, and thankfully a lot of you guys who gift me games know what I like, so when I get gifted a game like Buckshot Roulette, I'm like, oh, hold on a second, this was amazing. You know, that was one of my favorite games that I played last year. That's on the list, sneak peek there. So I actually enjoy playing games, unlike I can't even say his name. Unlike the guy who has to get forced into playing games. Oh, what's up, Wyatt? How are you doing? Love that emote. I wanted to get one like that, except have it changed to like a potion bottle. But I don't know what we'd call it. I've been above 18 since the year 18. I'm not that old, Reggie. Exodus says I'm 20,000 years old. Nope. I'm a normal human anime boy. So I have a normal age of 35. Instead of a 5,000-year-old entity trapped in a blonde boy's body or something. How do those lores go? How old is Gura? She's like she's like 9,000 years old. I think that's the joke. You say he's gotten Lalcow emeritus? No, what is that? And what is emeritus? 35, that's 2 million in anime years. Yeah, I better be I'm probably an OG-san at this rate. OG-san. That was a horrible pronunciation. My Japanese teacher would shoot me. Oh, it's an award on the farms. I heard he got the lifetime achievement or whatever. I'm not gonna rag on him too much, but it was pretty funny how he he spent his New Year's up till like 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning arguing with people on Twitter when he couldn't stay up to do the countdown. I thought that was pretty funny. What's up, Nurgle? Got my Japanese teacher on the phone right now. Oh. I'll tell her I said moshi moshi. Your Spanish teacher would turn you into the cartel or the mafia? Wait, what's the difference between the cartel and the mafia? Actually, what's the difference between a cartel and a mafia? That's a good question. Explain like I'm 5 years ago on Reddit. Archived post. Cartel's word from economics. Cartel is a group of businesses that agree to stop competing with each other. Oh. So cartel is probably a bunch of mafias that agree to not compete against each other. Mafia is a word that comes from Sicilian that originally meant bold or swagger. It eventually became the English language name for Sicilian crime families in the US and was later adopted to other ethnic criminal groups. Learning's all important things in 2025. Yeah, we can be ancient at 35 years old and still be learning things. Okay, that's kind of cool. Never thought about that before. Now you know. All right. Do we have anything else we need to hit up? No, I don't think so. Oh, we learned about OBS and fit to screen today. You know, that was also pretty amazing. How to center text. Yeah, centering text is pretty easy. So I'll take this text, right click, transform, center horizontal. Oh my god, how hard was that? How hard was that? He just wanted to waste time today. I'm letting Unfun One derail me. He wanted to waste time. He didn't want to play any modded anything. My Christmas was good, Exodus. I hope yours was good too. Jill liked her presents, thankfully, because I handmade a couple this year, so I was kind of worried that they were going to be lower quality and she might not like them. But I think she liked them a lot, so I learned some things with 3D printing, more on 3D printing later, and I learned some things with painting, so that's going to be great going forward too. And then, yeah, Christmas at my dad's was awesome. Almost my whole family was there. And I got to play a lot of Wingspan. We ended up watching... We didn't do Christmas on Christmas Day. We did it the Saturday after. We ended up watching the Broncos-Bengals game. And I haven't watched football in a long, long time. But that was a really good game of football. And it went into overtime. It was... Oh, it was killer. It was on the edge of your seat. Because on one hand, I wanted the Broncos to win. Because I still like the Broncos. And I have family in Denver, so... And Peyton Manning left the Colts to go to the Broncos. So I have a special place in my heart for the Broncos. There's a little nook or cranny in there that they can occupy. But if the Bengals won, that meant the Colts had a chance to make it into the playoffs. So I was like, oh man. So I actually already forgot the outcome of the game, talking about how good it is. But it was close too, because it went into overtime. So yeah, it was awesome. You expect backyard baseball? Oh, speaking of backyard baseball, there's another streamer named Therm. You guys might have heard of him because he's got like 500,000 subscribers. His backyard baseball stream, edited stream. They edited out all the goofy stuff and put together. It's like a 2-hour beginning to end from like drafting to the playoffs. Amazing video if you guys ever want to like relive the old school backyard baseball. but he's like a baseball nut at the same time too, so he drops in like good baseball trivia and stuff. Like, it's an excellent video. I fell in love with Therm after watching that. So, and I'm not a huge baseball fan. The football talk, where's our William? Dude, the NFL's stealing me away. I'm gonna start a draft I'm gonna do a fantasy draft this year, Reggie. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if I can pay attention to football. My attention span's already stretched across too many things. Man, I look crazy when I take a sip. Hopefully not. Crazy. William the Sportscaster could be fun. I used to do esports casting a long time ago. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I could pivot careers and go into that if I need to. Imagine VTubers and ESPN commentating the games. Bro, they had the HoloLive with the Dodgers. I mean, we're not that far away from VTubers just commentating and restreaming sports ball games on Twitch or YouTube now. That would be pretty crazy. I don't know how many of them are sports fans. Baseball is pretty big in Japan, so I think there could be a little bit of overlap, maybe. I don't know. My last job, I was working for a Japanese company, and one of the Japanese guys in the offices, he was big on baseball, and he was glad to be in Chicago because he was a huge fan of the Cubs. So I thought that was cool. Telling us someone's gonna run for president as a VTuber. Oh God, what's her name? Why can't I think of it? The tomboy horse girl. Doesn't she joke about being a presidential candidate? Oh, why can't I think of? Holy cow, I feel like such a fake fan that I can't remember her name. It's like one of those things where it's like the tip of your tongue and your brain just like completely cuts up. Oh my God, I am so embarrassed. I'm like doing a quick scroll because I'm like, I'll see her eventually. One of these will pop up. Oh, that's me. Tomoe, yes, thank you. Military tomboy horse girl. Yeah, I think she joked that she was running for president this year, which was pretty funny. But yeah, if she runs for president for real, I'll vote for her. Don't know how that would work because you'd need to show up. You get one of those those iPad robots that they have at the conventions. So she's got her, it's got the screen with her face on it. And she just robots around. Or get a body double, true. Actually, I'm surprised. Did they not use body doubles for officials? Like, I don't know. Maybe I've just watched the London Has Fallen, and what was the other one? All those games, movies. I can talk. It's shaking the rust off. Olympus Has Fallen. That was the other one. The original one. No, not White House Down. I mean, same idea, but different film. Actually, it's really funny that Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down came out the same year. No wonder you'd get those movies mixed up. And both of them had a pretty crazy cast. White House Down had Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx, Maggie Gyllenhaal, James Woods. And then Olympus Has Fallen had Gerard Butler and Two-Face. I can't remember what his real name is. And Morgan Freeman. Aaron Eckhart. God, I hate myself when I forget that stuff. Who else was in this? I think that was... Oh, and Ashley Judd. Okay. I think that's... Maybe White House Down had bigger names. Okay, alright. That's enough stalling. Let's, where do we want to start? So, I've got a list of 20 games I played from 2024, either on stream or off stream. I think it's 19 games I played on stream and one off stream game made it to the list. This is any game that I played in 2024. Does not necessarily mean it had to come out in 2024, though most of these are recent releases. And I'll probably go from the bottom up because most of these are in no order, but I put my favorite game from last year at the top. So how do we want to do this? Get a Chrome tab set up. Wait, hang on. Get a Chrome window ready that I can capture. No, Reggie, you'll spoil the stream. Okay. We can get this. Okay. Almost. See, Honey is getting sued. I have not looked into the Honey thing at all yet. So I know nothing about it. TBH. Actually, hang on. Is it better on this screen? Or should I be on this screen? And I can put the Chrome. Hey, look, it's me right there in the... I think we're going to do it this way, even if it does look a little bit like Streamception. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. All right, but starting from the bottom of my list and working up, we have we gotta watch out for that white guy. Yeah, the neon white guy. Should I? Do I want it muted? It might be weird if I'm hearing myself and you guys are hearing me in the past and me in the future. So maybe I'll turn the background noise back on. Let the scuff begin. Yes. Wait, why don't I have the background music going? There it is. There we go. So yeah, like I said, we're not all these games came out in 2024 because I think Neon White is older. But hey, Neon White was a fun little anime speedrunning game with some really cringy, funny voice acting. All in all, pretty enjoyable. I don't normally play these kind of like time trial games. Maybe I should type a list on the screen. Is this a speedrun game for reals? Yeah, you had to beat certain time markers in order to unlock a medal, and you needed to get so many medals. Say, look, there I go. I got the gold medal. You needed so many medals. Yeah, each medal increased your rank. There you go. So there was a reason. There was a reason for it. You know what? I might turn on the... I have a couple of these I might turn on the background noise for, but Neon White doesn't necessarily need it. Oh, the other thing I'll say is this game did have really good music. I really enjoyed that. I don't think I haven't 100%ed it yet. I kind of wanted to go back and just like grind through all the presents and all the side content. I wasn't sure how good that would be for on stream, but I had a lot of fun playing this. I can't remember. I think it was recommended to me. But it was really funny because after I played this, I was like, wait, I went from this to Ultra Kill, and Ultra Kill was just way better, unfortunately, for Neon White. But that is to say, like, Neon White wasn't unenjoyable. It's like Ultra Kill was the A game and Neon White was like the B game. It's like some of the levels were just a little too long, and like some of the movement was a little floaty, and there wasn't as much emphasis on combat, which Ultra Kill brought to the table. So I enjoyed Ultra Kill for those reasons. We'll get to Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's on my list too. But yeah, Neon White was cool. There was a couple things I wish they did better with it. I'm trying to think. It was kind of short. Like I said, not much combat and not much puzzles. It really was just coming down to movement optimization. So when to use your abilities, where to hit your abilities, making sure to run like on the water in the river there made you run faster, so you wanted to maximize your contact on it, things like that. So if you like that sort of stuff, Neon White was perfect for it. But that's okay. Yeah, there's gotta be an easier way to do this. Oh no, you can see that whole thing. You see my whole list. You can cut ahead. Sounds D tier. If I was to tier list this, like I said, Ultra Kill was fun, but it was worth getting all the way through. But it wasn't as well polished as some other games that I played. Like I said, still enjoyable. You also had Steve Blum voice acting the main character, Neon White, so that was also great too. Moving right along. Alright, now hopefully this clicks to the same window. Nope, it didn't. Excellent, thank you. Google, that's exactly how I wanted that to operate. Yes, hang on. Okay, ignore the transition. No, wait, it's not working right. Wow, that is so janky. Okay. All right, that's fine. We'll jank it up. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have opened these all up as tabs ahead of time. That would have been the way to do it. Hey, look, there's younger me. Hopefully the stream inception isn't too bad of an idea here. Helldivers 2 came out early last year, and was okay. I was really anticipating this. I played a lot of Helldivers 1 with Gondola and Vimes, so when this got announced, I was super excited, and then when it finally came out, I was really excited. Unfortunately, the game was plagued with a lot of trouble regarding like balancing and stability and just server access. I mean, there were so many people trying to play this game that the servers just couldn't handle all the login requests. But a kind of mix of, I was having performance issues, as you do, with some of the later games that aren't fully optimized, and then I'm falling behind because I didn't play it all the time, because you couldn't play it all the time, and it just wasn't fun to play because they nerfed a lot of stuff. It fell off my radar pretty quickly. I mean, I played a few collabs of it with some other people. I did play it with Gondola and Vimes. I think we did it at least once. I definitely played it with my brother a lot off stream too. I mean, it was for a while there, it was a good just like grab a couple people together and go kill some bugs or some bots. And this is me, I think this stream was when I came back to it after a little while away. So we have flying enemies and I think new weapons were here. But yeah, Helldivers 2 had a lot of potential and was great initially, and then unfortunately a lot of the love for it just fell off fast. I would probably boot it up if I could get 3 people to play it again. But I think like anything else on the internet, like everyone has such short attention spans and there's always new stuff coming out. that Helldivers just wasn't gonna hold the it wasn't gonna be the go-to collab streaming game for for long, and unfortunately the studio dropped the ball and people just eventually moved on to other games. I mean, also Helldivers had to compete with Earth Defense Force came out the same year. Darktide came out with some really good patches last year. I probably should have put Darktide on the list. I had way more fun actually going back to Darktide from Helldivers. Yeah, and Space Marine 2 came out this year, 2024 as well. So, oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked. Helldivers wasn't marketed very well, didn't launch very well, wasn't handled very well, and then had a lot of competition. So, it was a lot of fun. I would play it with you too, Nurgle. Play it with you too, Nurgle, if you had it. Oh my god, I don't know why that sentence was so hard to get out. But, I don't know what else I really want to say. I do like that you can find the premium currency in the game, so you aren't completely locked out of new content. You can buy the battle pass stuff. The battle passes aren't, oh my god, you only have 90 days to get the things in here. You have plenty of, they're on forever, so you have all the time to farm out the items in it. And I will say, I did like the armor designs. There's a lot of cool armor sets, and which is pretty nice because when you play games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls, there's a certain fashion sense I'd like to add to my character. Fashion Souls, as I think it's called, and Helldivers has a little bit of that too, where you can dress up your Marine however you want. So I knew I did it in this order correctly. Kind of incorrectly. Moving along, we've got Earth Defense Force 6, which Gondola and I beat Earth Defense Force 5. So when this got announced, I was excited. When this came out, I was even more excited. And we had a lot of streams of this. 6, unfortunately, was a little buggy, so we didn't get to complete it, which I am really sad for. But the gameplay was really good. The new enemies were awesome. I played Fencer, so I didn't get the benefit of all the new quality of life changes that the Wing Diver got, the Ranger got, and the Air Raider got. But it was, still Earth Defense Force. I know Gondola was a little salty from Helldivers. And I think I eventually grew tired of Helldivers, so I was just glad to play something else. And, Earth Defense Force was familiar and fun, and one of the nice things about Earth Defense Force was that there's like a story progression to what's going on. Helldivers, the only progression is like leveling up your character, leveling up the battle passes, and getting what else? Oh, and like getting upgrades for your stratagems. Whereas Earth Defense Force, there's a story progression, and getting deeper in the story unlocks rarer weapon drops and stuff later on. So there was a different sense of progression with this game. And just like Helldivers, not a big deal if you die, because you can revive people, or in Helldivers you had a ton of lives that you could pick back up. I think what I did last year is I had a list of the games. Hang on, I'm gonna put a chat. I'm gonna put some text on the screen. Okay. That's too big. We're still scuffing it. Next year I'll have this down right. Okay, outline. Pick a color. White with a black outline. There. Now it's perfectly readable. Yeah, there were a lot of human supremacy games that came out last year, Gondola. Starship Troopers at home. I had so much trouble with the new Starship Troopers game. Like, it felt like every patch that they tried to release just like made it more and more unstable for me and more unoptimized. Like, it was to the point where like even booting up the game and sitting in the menu was taking 100% of my GPU and my CPU. Like, I had no hope of streaming that game. I haven't gone back and tried to tweak the settings, and I know there have been patches since it's moved from, I guess, alpha to beta stage, or maybe from beta to technical release. But I mean, there was a good concept of a game there. I really enjoyed the running around, doing objectives, building a base, and then the base defense. All that was pretty fun. And I was excited to try to play the new game because they went from 3 classes to 6 classes and like different specializations and stuff. So it looks like they've got a good idea there. But yeah, I had troubles with it. Okay, here's a fun, slightly different game. Shout out to Rave Sage. I don't know if he's here tonight, but Rave Sage pointed this game out to me on Twitter, and I approached the developer and I said, hey, your game looks really cool because it looks like a mix of some of my favorite games. I would love to stream it. And they gave me a review copy. This is Decline's Drops, which was like kind of like a Yoshi story. I don't know what you'd say. Oh, like, not rip-off, that's a negative connotation. Inspired type of game. You have platforming action, you have Super Smash Brothers, input commands to do special attacks, and yeah, you're running around doing puzzles. I mean, homage, that's the word I was looking for. You have Donkey Kong Country style, like, barrel puzzles. You have maybe not quite Metroidvania, but you did have like seeking out hidden areas, that kind of platforming, collect-a-thon platforming style game. Yoshi's-esque. But I mean, they're all hand-drawn graphics. That's where the Yoshi's Island comes into play. So it was a good mix of a lot of good games, and it was all mixed in really well. And the game was a lot of fun to play. Boss fights, a couple of them were a little aggravating, but for the most part, it was a blast to play. So I wanted to throw this in there because it was short. I finished it in a couple streams, but I wanted to give the developer some. They're an indie developer. They've been working on the game for 4 or 5 years, so I really wanted to showcase this, and they were very nice to let me have a review copy. So it all worked out perfectly. Yeah, you can see there's like 5 of the half hearts. There's 5 in each stage, and I found 4 on that particular stage. What's really funny is I found out that if you walk a little bit to the right, you would have found the 5th one there. But yeah, you collect all those in every stage in each chapter, and then you unlock a secret stage, which was a much more challenging stage. And you have boss fights where, I guess, Dark Souls style, you need to learn their patterns, when to dodge, when to hit them. Hey, what's up, Mr. Nazi? Happy New Year to you too. We're just reviewing some of our favorite games from 2024. Oh wait, I need to have this into edit mode. Declines, drops. Hey, look, there's Dorzo becoming an apprentice. This game looks really good. Yeah, it was a awesome indie game. And I think full price it's $10. I'd have to look because again, I got it for free. The developers gave it to me for free, but yeah, really good little indie title. They're also adding more content to it. I think they added a boss rush mode, and I think they're coming out with different characters that you can play as. So the developer did enjoy their initial launch, and they are working on giving us a little bit more game to play with. So yeah, if you like the hand-drawn graphics and platforming, I mean, this is a really good one to pick. Hey, what's up, Christian? How you doing? My favorite game was Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Completed it a few days ago. Nice. I think I was... Gondola, were we talking about that? Like, the different graphics? Like, if you get that on PC with, like, a 4090, like, with the graphics cranked up, I mean, it is a fantastic game. And, like, it doesn't suffer from that chasing realism, thing, and then it just like looks weird and has this uncanny valley kind of effect. I mean, they did such an amazing job with the graphics in Indiana Jones. So it was I mean, it looks good. I don't know if it's the type of game that I play. It looks like it has a little bit too much stealth for me. Oh, you have a 4090. Nice. You might be able to play Indiana Jones and make it look good. But I think we're watching like comparison videos of like the different graphics settings, and like when you have the graphics turned down, or if you're playing it on maybe last gen's console or something. I don't remember where the bad graphics are from, but it looked bad. And then you like crank it, turn on all the settings and everything, and it looks good, and it doesn't chop up or anything. Very smooth. You know, and it looks like it's got decent gameplay with, you know, look around, find the clues, unlock the puzzles, and, you know, classic sneak up on the guys, punch him in the back of the head to knock him out. And I guess Indy has a gun, but I've only watched 2 people play it. Seems too linear to me. Yeah, I mean, and it makes sense why it's linear is because it's based off of a movie, you know? So if it's got to follow a certain plot line, then yeah, you've got to leave it open to be, it's got to be linear, you know? Here I go, solving a puzzle here in Declines Drops. I've got another indie game on the list. We're going to go back to this game this year. Why did I do it this way? Hopefully it wasn't anything embarrassing down there. We had Castle of Alchemists. I think I was gifted this on Steam. But tower defense alchemy game. So you play as this souped up alchemy warrior, and you're dropping traps and laying down turrets. And defending the castle against enemies who want to raid it for all its alchemy supplies. I only did 1 stream of this, but I really want to get back to it and maybe try to beat it, because it was a lot of fun. It looked like there was a lot of potential here. Maybe not even just potential. There was a lot of game there. Different types of enemies with different types of resistances. You get to unlock different types of turrets that do different types of damage to open things up. Yeah, this was a really cool game, and just the right mix of tower defense and action kind of stuff. Does it seem like an issue? Just it doesn't suit my jam due to what Xbox has been doing as of late. I must be out of the loop. I don't know what Xbox has been up to these days. Castle of Alchemists. Let's see. I can't remember how old this game was. If this is a more recent game or not. I'm gonna look it up in the store page. Oh no, this is an older game. It came out in 2023. So, Hellblade 2 and the Fumbling of Halo. Oh. Is that really Xbox's fault or Microsoft's fault? This game came out in 2023. It's still in early access. $15. Actually, I see Gondola and Unfun One both want these games. This game. But yeah, you get to pick different equipment for your character. You get to upgrade your character, place different turrets, and there's even a boss fight too. I think I got there eventually. Yeah, here we go. I didn't know what I was doing for the boss fight, so it's just like throwing turrets around. Here we go. Yeah, just me dodging the different elemental attacks from the boss. And barely chipping away at that health bar. But yeah, great mix of RPG, action, and the tower defense genre, which I do really like tower defense. I played a lot of Balloons, I played a lot of Rogue Tower, and yeah, so this just scratched a lot of itches. And plus it's alchemy themed, how can I go wrong with that? Fair, it might be both of them. Oh, Xbox and Microsoft. Well, I think Microsoft owns Xbox, so. And then I think, I don't know, a lot of these studios, I guess I can let myself get tangented for a second. A lot of these studios start out, make a great game, and get a lot of goodwill. And then, unfortunately, the developers that made the game good eventually leave, start their own projects, get hired by other companies, or just quit or retire. And but the studio's still around, so they try to capitalize on the goodwill that the previous developers and programmers and creators had, and then try launch a new game or make a sequel to the previous success, and it's nothing like what the original was. I think one of the biggest cases of this that I'm aware of, because it's a game that I play a lot, is in Hearthstone. Ben Brode was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, impacts on Hearthstone, and the game just hasn't felt the same since he left. I, in fact, actually don't even play the regular card game. I just play the Battlegrounds mode, and I also don't give Blizzard my money anymore. I've stopped spending on the game. I just play the Battlegrounds mode as a free-to-play player. And he goes on and he works on the Marvel Snap card game, which looked like it was pretty good. I don't know if it ever surpassed Hearthstone, but you know, he wanted to go and work on other projects and, you know, take his talents elsewhere and work for different companies. What was another studio that did this? Not just 343. Someone was saying that CD Projekt Red was going through something similar, where with The Witcher 4, and that it's not the same developers that made the other Witcher games. So it's, you know, if you liked the name CD Projekt Red, it's not going to be the same CD Projekt Red that made Cyberpunk and The Witcher 3. So just be ready for that. BioWare. Oh, with Mass Effect? Yeah, I can see that. And I guess Dragon Age too, because Veilguard is significantly different than the other Dragon Age games. I'm trying to think of what other studios have done that. CD Projekt Red isn't using their own engine, and Witcher 4 is going to be on Unreal 5. I was excited for Unreal 5. A lot of the tech demo stuff that they were showing off for it. But it seems either modern or current hardware can't handle it, or it's just horribly optimized. Well, I mean, you can make cool-looking games using just pixel graphics like this. You don't need stuff looking super flawless on Unreal 5. It is horribly optimized. Alright, that was what my instinct was with that. You were disappointed by Veilguard? I know Jill played the other Dragon Age games. I don't think the winter sale's still going on. I might buy her Veilguard just so she can tell me about it. But unfortunately, she's a fan of a lot of franchises that I, not too long ago were like powerhouses in their genres. And then their recent releases are, I feel bad. Like, they've been ruined for her. Like, she's a huge Star Wars fan. And, those last few movies were not great. Like Bethesda. I don't know if I can dump on Bethesda because I liked the Fallout games. We'll see with the new Doom game, and I liked Wolfenstein, so I don't know. But who knows, maybe Bethesda is another studio where the people who made Fallout 3 are no longer around. Not like Fallout 3 is like a great example of Bethesda's prowess in the gaming world. But yeah, poor BioWare. Mass Effect was really good. And then something happened. Where's my cursor? Oh my god. There's two of them. I knew it from the start. If there was two of me, I'd be able to stream more. Well, just a little stream inception. We're watching my gameplay from the past on my favorite games. Oh, here we go. Easy Red 2, Lego Star Wars Skywalker, Outer Worlds, Imperium Galactic, Greedfall Solstice, Tomb Raider, Lego Star Wars 3, Lego Star Wars Complete. Got bangers this year. Nice. Those are games that you got or games that you played this year? If they titled Andromeda anything else, it wouldn't be as bad. I thought I've heard the same thing about like Chrono Cross, which was supposed to be, the sequel to Chrono Trigger. But Chrono Trigger was such a masterpiece, and Chrono Cross wasn't a masterpiece as well. But a lot of people have said, I haven't played it. I've only played Chrono Trigger. But a lot of people have told me that Cross is not that bad of a game. So it's one of those instances where it's like, if they just released it as its own IP and not try to take the Chrono Trigger thing, it might have been okay. Andromeda sucked story-wise. Gameplay, it was really good. Oh. Cross's greatest crime was not being Trigger. What's up, Jedi? How are you doing? People wanted a direct sequel, not a spiritual one. What's really funny is there's been a lot of really good Chrono Trigger spiritual successors, like Sea of Stars comes to mind. Ai am Setsuna was another really good one. Yeah, I guess I can only name two off the top of my head. Song name? This is my song. I think I don't use the title that often. I think it's called I Will Find You, which sounds really insidious. It was supposed to be a little bit more romantic, but now that I think about it, wow, it sounds almost aggressive. Have I played another Chrono Trigger spiritual successor? It is a little ominous. Company's called Chance Productions. made this for me. I should have them credited in the description. You know, if I can only name 2 spiritual successors, that's fine. Alright, this was a fun game. Also another short one. But also in a genre I don't get to play that much, so I need to install Ace Combat so we can... Oh wait, hang on, this was the ending. Okay, I'll try to do it. I'll try not to show spoilers. Project Wingman. Speaking of spiritual successors, this was a spiritual title of Ace Combat. Got all my AC games mixed up. Assassin's Creed. No, not that AC game. This was a lot of fun. I like combat flight sims. I haven't played one in a long time. Not since Tom Clancy Hawks, which is an old one at this rate. So I do have Ace Combat 7 installed, so we're going to play that next. But I felt like this one did the homage thing really well. The music for this was really good. Voice acting was pretty cool. Story left a lot to be desired again, but I guess not terrible. At least there was a story. Am I thinking of playing my side? I'm not big on horror games, so unless that's one that Jill was interested in, or I don't have a horror game lined up for October, maybe. I watched Bruce play a little bit of it, and I just don't see myself playing it. It doesn't look like my type of thing. Grab myself a copy of Sea of Stars for $25. Nice. I'll play it once I'm done with Tactics Ogre. I hope you're liking Tactics Ogre. I tried to play it, but I couldn't get through the tutorial. It was not what I was looking for in a tactics game. Or I guess in an Ogre battle game. I was looking for Ogre Battle 64, and I found it with Unicorn Overlord, not in Tactics Ogre. Which is a shame. Because I do like even tactics games like Fire Emblem. What mission was your favorite in Project Wingman? Mine was the massive dogfight. Yeah, I might even just have that as a separate uploaded video. Hey look, I'm live. No, here it is. Oh wait, I got everything going on at once. I got all my others. Oh, hang on, let me just kill all these. Oh, that was a little chaotic. Yeah. Episode 11, The Cold War. Oh god, this one is so good. Yeah, when I beat the game and I could up the difficulty, I immediately cranked it to Mercenary and went back and played this mission on the higher difficulty. Yeah, this was so good. So much fun. I think Arrow recommended this to me. He might have even gifted me the game. So I was so glad to finally get around to playing this because I like these types of games. I played Ace Combat on the PS2 a long time ago as a kid. And I never really kept up with the series, so I was real excited to get back to an Ace Combat-like game. And now I guess I'll just play Ace Combat 7 this year. But yeah, Project Wingman was great. I'm glad I played that this year. You know, probably another one of those games where it was, oh man, when's Will gonna get to that game? I should just turn off gifting on my Steam account because I feel so bad that I get so many. I have such a huge backlog, and I just end up playing RimWorld for another 100 hours instead of playing anything new. I'm that kind of person. I'll log in like Netflix or Hulu, and I'm like, all right, time to rewatch like Family Guy for the 19th time instead of watching anything else. I know. I'm the same way with my video games. I play Hearthstone and I play RimWorld. 600 plus to be exact. Oh, how many games I have? Yeah, it's insane. Too many. But there's too many good games coming out. Speaking of games that people have gotten for me and I took forever to get around to. I know this isn't new, but this was a lot of fun. The Hitman games on is it World of Assassins? No, where they put the renewed Hitman 1, 2, and 3 together? It's probably World of Assassins. Yeah, World of Assassination, close. I played Blood Money with Jill a long time ago on her PS2. I think close to when we started dating. So Hitman was, and I'm not really big on stealth games anyways, but Hitman had a special place in my heart just because I played it with her a long time ago. And then we played the renewed one, and then we have this renew of the renew. Oh, what was the first renew called? Absolution. What, right? Yeah, Absolution was good. Or at least I liked it. Okay, Absolution was alright. I'm remembering I clicked onto it and then I was like, oh wait, hang on a second. It was okay. But yeah, so Hitman World of Assassination. You put the renewed Hitman 1, 2, and 3 all in one game. They're still making content for this, which is pretty cool. You get new assassination, like DLC mini missions every once in a while. But yeah, the game was pretty fun. A lot of different ways to complete each of the missions. I did like that the game had a little bit of a guidance mode to it, where you could overhear conversations or little bits of environmental trivia or whatever, and use that to plan how you're going to beat the mission. Because I think this one is where you're supposed to kill a warlord and then kill a diplomat. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, these, you listening in the briefing, like, how the heck am I going to do this? But if you sneak around and gather intel and, like, listen to people, gossip in the streets and stuff, and, like, the soldiers, I think even the soldiers down here give you a hint of, like, where to go or what to do. I really enjoyed that element. It's that way I didn't feel so lost or felt like I had to pull up a guide. And it didn't feel linear either, because like I said, there's so many ways to get all this stuff done. I might try this Ogre Battle 64 deal. You keep going on about it. Yeah, if you've never played Ogre Battle 64, and you can find a way, hint, hint, wink, wink, a way to acquire it in the modern era, I think it's worth checking out. Especially if you like Unicorn Overlord as much as I did. Ogre Battle was really cool. I'm glad IO was able to get away from Square. Yeah, didn't Square's, like, try to make a whole bunch of NFT games or something, and they lost a lot of money and they had to sell some IPs, and Hitman was one of the ones they let go of? How goofy is that? Hopefully Ubisoft goes through the same thing, because they just killed their NFT game after it was live for like a month. And then they've just been getting crapped on with all their junk from Assassin's Creed Shadows, which isn't even out yet. Star Wars Outlaws was kind of a flop. And I feel like they had another flop too. Oh, Prince of Persia barely had any marketing or anything else too. So yeah, I feel like, I think the investors even at Ubisoft are like, hey, what the hell's going on? So I think Ubisoft is going to be forced to have to sell some of their IPs. I don't know which studio I'd want to pick up what, but Oh yeah, the soldier turnaround. Yeah, caught trespassing. Well, this is when people start dying. It wouldn't be something if they canceled the Assassin's Creed Shadows. You know, and I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility, because Sony even canceled Concord after what, like 9 days? Like they spent, what, $250 million? Maybe even half. I've seen anywhere from 250 million to 400 million on Concord, and they killed it after like 9 days. So yeah, I could see Ubisoft just like, okay, you know what? We're not even going to come out. We're not going to come out with it. Or they might do the thing they did with the Sonic movie where they're like, hey, we really pissed off the fans on this one. Let's crunch it right before launch and fix all the issues. Oh, you know what? That's what I would like. I would love it. Well, no, they'll probably hold on to Rainbow Six Siege. I was going to say it would be cool if another studio grabbed Siege or the Rainbow titles, but probably not going to happen. That's probably their only moneymaker right now is Siege. Yeah, they're not going to cancel Shadows. Yeah, Hitman was great. I agree it was good that they got away from Square. Hitman. Whoa! World of Assassination. Okay, what do I got next? Oh, to no one's surprise, I've already hinted this game already. We got a new RimWorld expansion in 2024. And this one's a little bit more divisive, because this was the Anomaly expansion, which was the horror expansion to RimWorld. So we got zombies, we got ghouls, we got invisible revenants. They attack you, you can steal their bodies. Or not steal their bodies, but like lock them up and research their bodies. It's a kind of like SCP element to it. Was it secure, contain, protect? Those little community? It's like a community-built world with all the fan writing and everything. It's all horror-based stuff. I'm making such an awful face. But yeah, I like RimWorld. Surprised, I have almost 3,000 hours in it, and I thought Anomaly was pretty fun, even though I will agree it's the weakest of all the RimWorld expansions. It didn't really add... It added more storytelling to the game, but it wasn't like anything new to the gameplay. Not like... It was definitely jarring to go from biotech, which added, you know, genetics, genetic modifications, crafting your own robot servants, and all sorts of stuff, to, okay, hey, now you get zombies. I was like, okay. But RimWorld's probably my favorite game of all time, so I'm not too upset that Anomaly wasn't great. I still enjoy Anomaly. I just wouldn't recommend it if you haven't bought all the other expansions yet. I try to not stream this so much because I worry that I would fall into just being a RimWorld only streamer, but maybe that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because it's definitely a game that I could jam all the time and never get bored of it. Actually, I think that if I didn't like RimWorld anymore, there would have to be something wrong with me. Just because it has a lot of elements of things that I enjoy, and there's so many mods too that add so much free content to it too, that you also don't need to buy the DLCs. I don't think Ubisoft has a choice to release this. It's far too in-depth to redo it. There's too much money spent on it. I mean, yeah, they're probably just stuck with what they've done, and just gotta hope that the diehard fans get it. is Assassin's Creed Shadows, is that even on a, is that even an exclusive? Like, do they have, like, console exclusivity or console fanboys that can even keep the game alive for them? I don't think so. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like the Anomaly expansion. I don't really have a lot else to say, unfortunately. I just really like RimWorld. Easy to mod, a lot of mods. Game's pretty much different every time you play it. It releases next month. Wait, really? Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out next month? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is that showing my email? When I have it on window capture and I have it on capture a specific window, sometimes when I full screen, it grabs what I full screen. Oh, it's coming out Valentine's Day. Bro, what a horrible day to release that. You're gonna have so many guys, maybe, potentially, who are like, oh, sorry, honey, can't go out. Assassin's Creed Shadows just came out. Shadows and Monster Hunter Wilds come out in the same month. I know Wilds comes out this year. I don't know if it's the same month. Is it the same day? Oh, no, it's 2 weeks later. We'll get to the games I'm excited for in 2025. I have Wilds on that list. I hope I enjoy Wilds, because I didn't like Rise as much. Wilds is going to eat AC alive. Oh, yeah, for sure. Even though they're two vastly different games. Wilds is pretty exciting. Oh, that reminds me. I still want to do the RimWorld educational stream? The how-to basics and fundamentals of RimWorld stream. I started writing that, and then I forgot about it, and I did some other projects. I need to come back to that. I want to do that this year. So this I'm glad I put RimWorld on the list, because it reminded me of what I wanted to do. Okay. RimWorld. Oh, I should probably specify Anomaly DLC. I hope I spelled that right. Looks like I did. Okay. Talked about this game earlier, but this game was awesome, and I need to play the multiplayer expansion for it. Buckshot Roulette was the right level of creepy and strategy and luck all mixed in at once. I even did a separate review video on this game. I've made a lot of shorts around this game, and they all did really well. So this game is a mix of good content and a good game. But yeah, so you've got a shotgun, you've got some strange machine that somehow keeps you alive even though you eat a shotgun blast to the face multiple times. And different items in front of you that affect you or your opponent, the dealer. Or, there you go, the saw blade to make the shotgun sawed off for 3 saw blades for double damage. So you get your shells, he randomly loads them, and you get to go first. So different items, like I said, do different damage. Things like the cell phone and the beer can tell you the status of shells in the shotgun. Yeah, this game is pretty awesome. I think you smoke cigarettes to recover health. don't know how that works. You have expired medicine, which has a 50% chance of healing you and a 50% chance of harming you. And the adrenaline. Steal the burner phone. Yeah, so I knew where a third of the shells were at the start of my turn. Anyway. There is supposed to be multiplayer with this now, so now you can play with multiple friends. I think when I heard about this, I wanted to do a Buckshot Roulette tournament. I guess it's still possible that I could do that. Or even just like one collab stream of a bunch of people. Oh yeah, I shoot myself right here because I knew the second one was blank. Haha. Yeah, this game was really good. Started out as like a little itch.io project, and then it turned into a full-blown game that's done pretty well, I think. I think roulette is spelled with one L. Alright, we're about halfway through. I perfected him that round. I'm pretty sure I got this game gifted. I played this a lot even off stream. But Deep Rock Galactic Survivors is a mix of Deep Rock Galactic, where you play as dwarves going underground fighting bugs. Not quite human supremacy, since you're playing as a dwarf, but you're still killing bugs, so that itch is always there to be scratched. You're mining resources that you use to upgrade your equipment and your character, and as you kill bugs, you level up, and your level ups improve your weapons. So, a mix of the Vampire Survivors genre with bugs and dwarves instead. So, really good. Even though I think I streamed this once or twice, I played this a lot off stream. I really enjoyed it. They came out with a lot of patches even since I did play it, and highly recommend it. You have the 4 dwarf classes, but they each have like 3 subclasses that have different weapons available to them and different specialties. So different upgrades, like the driller. I think it's the driller, or is it the gunner? I don't know. There is a specialty for doing elemental damage, so focus on like fire and acid damage. And then there's another guy that focuses on plasma shots, which are really cool because plasma ricochets around. So if you have all these little tunnels that you've dug out. Just dug out. Oh, look, I died. And there's even meta missions, so you can do or mastery missions, so you can go and upgrade the weapons further, but on the specific weapons. Dugout is correct. Okay. I'd just say words. And sometimes the meaning gets across, and I guess that's all that you need to do, but it's not the correct word every time. Oh, and then here, like in this menu, you can upgrade your stats for your character, just like in Vampire Survivors. So you can increase your health, you can increase your movement speed, you can increase your armor. English sucks. Yeah, compared to other languages, English is quite rough. But yeah, I think a game that I can enjoy on and off stream and put a few hours into is really good. So Deep Rock Galactic Survivors is up there. I think, like I said, it's also came out with some new patches, so it's been updated a bit. Actually, there was even a roadmap update for December, but they had a patch come out even October 28th last year, so even a few months ago they're still upgrading the game. Yeah, I have 100 hours in this game, so pretty cool. Big fan. RPG Survivors. We're still almost halfway. Sorry, guys. Oh, I talked about this earlier when we were on Neon White, but now it's time to talk about it fully. Where's my window? Here it is. There's my cursor. Oh, wait, why did I click on myself? How'd that happen? There we go. Ultra Kill. The much better speedrunning game. Yeah, it was Willception for real there. I was watching myself watch myself in the past. Ultra Kill had the old quick style first person graphics with the Devil May Cry style point system, or the more flamboyantly and intricately you killed your enemies, the more points that you got. And then you got rated at the end of the stage for how quickly you completed the stage, killing all the enemies, and of course how stylishly you killed all your enemies. So again, another one of those games that takes as an homage to the other games in its genre, but isn't just like, oh hey, I took two concepts and smushed them together to make an idea. It was a more perfectly blended idea of those concepts. So not something that's so heavy-handed or, you know, roughly put together. It's like, oh, okay, I guess, yeah, those two games do kind of go together. But no, instead it was like, no, this is a really good mix of those games. I know it's in early access, and hopefully we get Act 3 soon, because I think Act 2 is all there is. I do know that there's secret stages that you get, but you have to P-score, which is perfect score every stage in a chapter in order to unlock those. So there is still content for this that I have not found yet. Let's just say. But yeah, this is another game that also was a good game and good content, and as soon as there's an update where they add more levels, I'll get to it. Or maybe watching me grind for P scores could be a good stream. Get all the secrets. Oh yeah, this game had the dual wielding power up for it too. But what was really funny is you could pick up multiple dual wielding power ups and have triple wielding, which was just really silly too. I mean, the game was just, it really was like Devil May Cry, where it was just like, hey, we'll let you do, you know, crazy shenanigans like ride a motorcycle straight up a wall. You know, it had those moments. I mean, you kill, not quite God, but you kill the, oh, what was that thing called? Was it not the Earthshaker? Maybe it was called the Earthshaker. The giant towering monster. Benjamin, I think, is the nickname for it. But like Shadow of the Colossus style, you're like running up through his guts and insides and everything to get to the head to kill him. And then you have to escape before he self-destructs. I mean, it was just so good. Oh, the Gabriel fight, round 2 was really intense. I remember that. I'm just mesmerized by watching myself play this. Suffering, Will? Oh, trying to get the P scores would be suffering? I suppose. You defeat Gabriel twice, and then Gabriel goes insane and kills all the other angels. Yeah, this game has like some story, but it's not explicitly told to you, and there are like little story elements you can go and pick up. But I mean, the long story made short is you're a robot that's powered by blood, and humanity's been wiped out. So in order to get more blood, you decide to go down into hell to kill people in hell for blood. And then somehow you eventually end up in heaven? No, or maybe this is just one of the circles of hell. But yeah, the heaven's trying to stop you. Because you're just an unstoppable killing machine. Powered by blood and nothing else. It's like that old Dark Souls meme. It's like, I don't know why I'm here, but I know I must kill. It's just exactly that. The video game. Yeah, you can see I got the double S, sadistic. As I'm killing guys in unique ways, I get bonus points. As I'm flying through the air, I get multipliers. All this stuff to try to build up style points for the end of chapter goals. Alright. My laptop pinged at me. Forgot it was open. But yeah, Ultra Kill was great. I think I was missing this more type of back and forth combat that Neon White didn't really have. Because I think for Neon White, the most part, everything just... You looked at it, you shot it once, it died. So it was more about the movement and the puzzle solving and not the actual combat. Ultra Kill. Probably gonna have to start another list. I'll just shrink this list. The music for Ultra Kill was also pretty good too. And I when I grew up playing, more pixelated games, we didn't always have 1080p resolution. So, when I see the crunchy pixelated graphics, it's a sense of nostalgia for me. So that's it. So having it kind of loosely based off of Quake is pretty fun. Alright, halfway, guys. This is... we got some meme titles here. Dale and Dawson was like Among Us, except in The Office. Back in my day, it was just 4 bits. Yeah. You can see all of our little Fujis across the bottom there. Yeah, this is a game where you have specialists who are actual workers, and you have slackers who don't do any work, and one person, I think I was the manager one of these times, who is in charge of trying to figure out where the slackers are and fire them. So this was a good little party game. Fun little voxel graphics. Oh wait, yeah, I think I was the manager in this one because I had to unlock the password there. I hadn't heard of this game until I got invited to this collab, and I was like, you know what? I think I'll drop the $6 or $8 it was to pick this up on Steam. So you can play it with 4 people, but I think it's more fun in like the 6 to 10 range. Kind of like Among Us. Among Us is more fun with more people. I'm sure there's an upper limit to where it's just too chaotic with too many people. But, I mean, you also had, like, proximity voice chat in-game for this, which was pretty funny. You could unlock different... You could design your character. You could play the game to, like, earn in-game currency, which you could use to buy outfits. I mean, there's just so many fun things going on here. And it's, a simple concept, go to your computer, send an email, print a report, sign it, put it on someone's desk. But these menial tasks are made complicated by the slackers who are stealing computer mice, installing viruses, sabotaging the servers, lighting trash cans on fire, putting jelly on your staplers, as what I just cleared right there. Yeah, this was a fun game. I sent it out to a couple other friends to see if I might be able to get another collab of this in the future. And Tier, who organized this, I've been in a lot of collabs with him, so there may be even a possibility of this showing up again soon. I had so much fun with this. Maybe more fun than I did in Among Us. And I did like Among Us, even though that was a meme game. Let me go ahead and add this to the list. Dale and Dawson. We lost our super mushroom. Speaking of meme games again, you'll also see. Oh wait, no, I didn't grab the tier one. Lethal Company, a fantastic game with fantastic mods, and I had a lot of fun friends to play this with. See, hey, look, there's the and guy. Like I said, I don't do really good with horror games, but there's just enough level of goofiness with Lethal Company that getting eaten by a monster or falling to my death, even though it was, there's a lot of scream-inducing moments in this game, it was also still, just a lot of fun where you freak out for a second and then you have a good laugh afterwards. So, I think they added more content to this game, but like I said, back with Helldivers 2, so many games are coming out and you can't have a game be the collab meme game that everyone's playing all the time. So I think Lethal Company just got, dethroned. I don't know what the new collab game is, but there's so many multiplayer games these days anyways, it's hard to keep up with all of them. But I think if there's, I'm pretty sure, oh look, there's Seru. This would be another one. I did a few collabs of this game with at least 3 different friend groups. I would love to play more Lethal Company. Oh, and I was playing Lethal Company off stream with like my brother and other friends too. So, yeah, like I said, part of my criteria for like a great game is like, oh, if I'm playing it beyond my stream playthrough, then I think it's really captured me. So, yeah, one of these great games where the concept is simple, it's a little janky, but the jank is fun, and the fun is necessary to help balance out all the creepy monsters and sound effects and getting lost in factories and stuff. Great game if you have friends. And as you can see, this is modded. We have we added our 3D models into the game, and we changed the posters. Like there's Boogie, there's Cobes. I think that's Cobes. And we added new items to go collect too. Like we added Fumo dolls, and we had cats that we could go rescue, and we changed the sound effects for different items too. Oh, I had the hot dog earlier as well. The glizzy, as it was called. We also had it modded so we could play more people. I think the default is 4 in a squad. And I think we had it cranked to 5 or 6. But yeah. The other meme game, Lethal Company. Oh, and the other meme game. And this game, I think, I rated it pretty highly. I played this more off stream than I did on stream, but I did play this at least once or twice on stream. Palworld. There was a Discord I'm in. We had a multiplayer server of this game set up. I ended up playing this a lot with Jill too, off stream. Palworld was a lot of fun. And it's really sad that Nintendo's gone after it so hard. I see why they have gone after it so hard, but the game is really good. And I'm real excited for the Palworld Terraria collab that got announced, because I played hundreds of hours of Terraria, so I'm real excited to see what that's going to look like when all that comes together. But, you know, this game has a lot of survival crafting kind of gameplay, but you can automate a lot of it by using the pals, so that's pretty cool. So you can have, you know, your little firefoxes over there, like, work at the kitchen to, you know, cook the food, or work at the furnace to smelt the ore. There's boss fights. There's a ton of exploring to do. And they do the exploring right, where they let you get a flying mount and you can just eventually pretty much go everywhere. Excuse me. But Palworld had like 2 million players at the start of 2024, and I was so shocked that at the Video Game Awards it wasn't nominated for anything. So I wonder if Jeff Keighley was a little afraid to give this a nomination, and have Nintendo be upset at him for acknowledging its existence. I think it's had some major content updates since I last played it. Also, a similar game, V Rising, also is having a major patch come out, so maybe that'll be another game we'll play too. But yeah, you've got your classic Pokemon elements of you eventually get to breed the pals together. You can hatch the eggs. They have different natures that raise and lower different stats. There's a lot going on in Palworld that just might be a little too close to some Pokemon stuff. Thought Nintendo would send the legal hitman. The legal hitman or the PR hitman? Like, could you imagine the Game Awards if Nintendo's like, oh hey, we're just, you know, gonna take away all of our announcements, you know, no new Nintendo trailers, you know, anything that we're gonna show at the VGAs, we'll just make a Nintendo Direct 4 instead. I think the VGA's gotta have some of that, so that way people tune in, you know. I think that's what killed E3, was just so many of these companies just instead are like, we could do it better ourselves. So, you know, if Nintendo was going to show anything at the VGAs and they were like, and Palworld, you know, then Nintendo takes away all their trailers, then you don't get the fanboys tuning in. Pocket Pair took in funding from Sony. That's why Nintendo went after them. Oh, I didn't know that. Number one, that they got money from Sony, but number two, that Nintendo was like, what, Sony? We got to put a stop to this. But yeah, like I said, my criteria is for games that if I played it off stream, I probably enjoyed it a lot. I definitely played this game more off stream than I did on stream, so if you guys liked Palworld, I'm sorry. Maybe I could bring it back. I mean, I'll definitely hit it up once the Terraria crossover event or whatever it is hits. I don't even know what's going to happen with the Terraria stuff. But I mean, you got base building, you got, you know, automation, and not quite Pokemon battling, but still the same idea of like elemental type charts and equipment gathering and repairing and crafting, food, warmth, for, you know, for the survival element. The game's pretty good, and I think it deserves some recognition. I think it suffers from like what I found in like V Rising, where once you've done everything, there's not really that much else to do. I should really look into to see if the game's moddable. I would guess something with this kind of a blueprint of a game should be could be modifiable into something else, or to add more content or something. But yeah, it feels like once you complete the crafting tree and unlock everything and go kill all the bosses and, you know, breed all the pals together. Like, you know, there's definitely, it's not an end game where it's like, congrats, game over. It's more like, okay, I've done everything, like, what now? Kind of like Minecraft, the original crafting survival game, I guess, where it's like, you kill the Ender Dragon, and it's like, okay, you got the thing, but it's not like, you know, the game, you know, you get a credit scene for doing that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do get a credit scene for the Ender Dragon. I don't know. I've never killed the Ender Dragon. But it's that kind of unguided gameplay, but you have a list of tasks that you kind of, the game kind of encourages you to go take to level up your character, level up your pals, and everything else. Yeah, so I did talk to someone who said that this company was kind of known for, like, making a game, hyping a lot of people up, getting a lot of early access funding, and then, like, dropping the project and never coming back to it. So for them to get the Terraria announcement is kind of just like, oh, they might actually stick with this title for a little bit longer than, you know, than just the initial hype that they got off of it. They still poke their heads out on Twitter every once in a while, so I know they're still active on social media at least. But I don't know if they've resolved their lawsuit with the Nintendo yet or not, but I do know Nintendo sued them, so that, you know, probably got eyes on them. Hopefully taking money from Sony, like you said, Jedi, gives them access to Sony's legal teams, so maybe they can have a chance of fighting Nintendo in court and not being like a lot of other Pokemon homage games that just, like, get CMD'd by Nintendo, and it's like, oh, well, can't work on it anymore because Nintendo will kill us. So I think Palworld deserved recognition. I mean, a game that can get 2 million players, even if it was only 2 million for 1 week or 1 month, I still think is an insane achievement to acquire. And I know I'm not the VGAs, but I still feel like the game deserves some recognition for how popular it was at the start of the year. Okay, here is a game that I played entirely off stream this year, or 2024. Oh wait, I have to unmute the site. You guys want to hear the Nintendo click? Oh wait, hang on, I gotta turn that off, turn this on. Either way, Palworld didn't really sound appealing. If you don't like crafting survival games, I mean, yeah, it's not going to be fun that way. I had fun with it, so that's why I think it deserved a shout out. By the way, Happy New Year, Chris. Welcome. Just been watching this to this point. Okay. Hope you're doing well. The patent lawsuits are already settled. They just had to pay some fines and take the PAL spheres out of the game. Oh. Well, hey, I'm glad that it's resolved, and hopefully they can get back to developing. US Nintendo Online service has lackluster pickings for what's offered on there. Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is Metroid Fusion. I had never played this before, and I played Dread 2 years ago, but apparently some concepts that were present in Dread and some story elements from Dread was explained better in Fusion that I missed entirely. I think this closed captions are ruining it. I like that it had, I mean, it made me think about the Game Boy Advance as kind of like a pocket Super Nintendo, but it was more powerful than that. But you had, like, almost Super Nintendo graphics, which again were nostalgic. Then combined with all the Metroidvania elements, and then just a little bit of horror of the Samus clone hunting I hated that boss so much. I hated that boss too. Oh, they're making me panic by playing the low health. Anyway, I won't leave it on the flashbang screen. I had a huge itching for Metroidvanias. I don't know why. But, so I was like, all right, let me play Fusion. And I played Fusion for a little bit. And then for some reason, my Switch never saved my file and I didn't feel like starting over. And then the itch scratched me again and I went back to it. It was like, okay, let me, play a little bit of this sector. Let me play a little bit. Oh, let me kill this boss. And like, I just picked at it and picked at it and picked at it. And eventually I beat the game. So, really cool. It really feels like a crime to play. Feels like a crime to call Metroid games Metroidvanias. Maybe I should just say the Metroid game. I haven't played any Metroid games. Oh, wow. Yeah, Metroid has been around a long time. Uh, Dread is really good if you have a Switch and you want to pick up a Metroid game to start. I did really like the storytelling in Fusion because you had Samus talking to, she had monologues in some of the elevator sequences, and then you had the computer talking to her to help not only guide the story and explain what was going on, but also tell you where to go. Which I played the NES Metroid, which was really good, um, and Super Metroid. I do need to play the Game Boy Metroid. I haven't beaten that one yet, but the early Metroids, it's like, where the hell do I go? And the map can like show you where all the rooms are and stuff, but you don't know how to navigate the rooms and things like, or where the secret tunnels are and everything. Whereas Fusion was like, okay, you're in this sector and you're trying to get to this room and you have to kill this boss and you have to get this upgrade. It's like, okay, it was nice to have all that. Dread had kind of a similar storytelling to it too. Also, Dread had the horror element of the Emmys hunting you. Um, so that was a cool callback to Fusion. Legend of Zelda's been around as long as I have too. That says plenty. Uh, as far as Nintendo titles go, I like Metroid more than Legend of Zelda. to be quite honest, but Fusion was a masterpiece of a Metroid game. Um, and it didn't feel like that much of a downgrade to go to it from Dread. But now I kind of want to play Dread again, just so I can. I think I'd have a better appreciation for Dread now that I've played Fusion. You know what I mean? Now that I've seen the story of what happened to Samus and the SA-X viruses and stuff. But yeah, Fusion was sweet. I tried to hold off to play it on stream, but I just couldn't stay away from it. Once I had it started up. Yeah, Fusion was the one with the Sax viruses. So you can see it right there, the little yellow thing at the bottom of the title screen. The other thing that they did right in Fusion is you got a lot of the old upgrades, like power bombs, X parasites. Is that all they were called? What's the S? What's the SX or the SAX? Oh, Samus Aran X. Okay, so that's the thanks. That's the evil one hunting you. So it's the X parasites, which would um, duplicate living and dead monsters or critters and stuff. And one of them had infected Samus's old suit, so that's why you're in the fusion suit and running around. And yeah, because they clone Ridley too. Like he's in cryostasis, and then they go into you sneak up in the refrigerator unit, and then Like, oh, oopsies. Time to fight Ridley again, but he's an X-Parasite. Oh, and they become... Oh, this is an old enough game. Maybe I can't spoil the ending. They become a mother brain at the end, too. And... yeah, anyway. Pretty cool. Awesome game. Oh, I closed my list. Hang on a second. All right, top 5. I think these are safe to put into my top 5. The order up to this point might not have mattered much. Oh, I'm gonna mute myself. Whoops. Not that guy. Okay. I was so excited. Wait, hang on. It's not doing it. There we go. Okay. We had the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC last year, which did get nominated for stuff at the VGAs. I can't remember if it won anything. It probably did. But I really liked Elden Ring. I've beaten Elden Ring like 4 or 5 times at this point. I've done a variety of builds through the game. And I can say I've done a variety of builds because I have done the arcane build, I've done dex, I've done intelligence, I did the fist weapons, the little katars. That was actually difficult. So I was ready for the DLC because there was they said a region's worth of content in the DLC, but it was actually quite massive and incredibly difficult. They scaled a lot of the damage up pretty high in the game, and in my opinion, they had this genius mechanic of going for the Erdtree blessings, the Skidoo tree blessings. The more that you got of those, the more damage you dealt and the less damage you took. But you had to explore the map to find all those. So it really gave you an incentive to explore the DLC and see what it had to offer, instead of, okay, let me go to this boss, let me go to this boss, let me go to this boss, let me beat the DLC as quick as possible. And they also announced Night Rain, which I'm also looking forward to in 2025. And I think that's going to be great content. I think I'll play that for a while. And something that I've really, I guess I can cut ahead a little bit on what I want to do for 2025, or at least for streams, is I really want to find a type of game that I can stream and then take like matches from the stream and upload those as like separate videos. So I guess it's because I've been watching some like League players, Rainbow Six players did this when I watched Rainbow Six. Hearthstone players do this. You know, you play a game for several hours and then you go, okay, this particular match we had, you know, something, I got this crazy build early, or came down to 1 HP and I survived and won first place, you know, like moments like that, but like uploaded as the whole game. So I think Night Rain might be that type of game where it'll be fun to stream it. I could play it with viewers. I did a lot of Elden Ring with viewers, and then you know, maybe, and because it's like shorter sessions, I guess is the way to call it, you know, maybe it's like, hey, I found my favorite weapon on this run, or I beat the 3 toughest bosses in the game in this run. So I'm real excited for Night Rain. It'll be fun to stream, it'll be fun to play with people on it, and then I think it'll be good content for the channel too. And we have all Ninja Gaiden to thank or to blame for that. I guess if we're on the Ninja Gaiden FromSoft train, I haven't beaten Sekiro, and it's been a long time since I played Sekiro, so I think I want to try Sekiro again, stream it, And I think I want to bring back the punishment wheel. I was watching a friend of mine, Power Guy. He was playing Punch Out, but he had a punishment wheel. He would spin his punishment wheel for like every 5, not deaths, but every 5 times he lost in Punch Out. And I was like, oh, I think that'd be cool, because I think the punishment wheel, when I've introduced that on stream, has been fun. And I think Sekiro is a game where I'll die a bunch, so we'll get a lot of punishment wheel spins. And I know Sekiro is a fun game, it's just I have to control my fingers and not misinput stuff in the panic of the moment. So maybe a stream that we'll do this year in between some of the other releases. But watch out for the gray hairs for that. What do you mean? Like getting stuck with gray hairs on my team for Night Rain? Like I said, I've got friends who play Elden Ring. I get Dave Ski and Tyr or someone. Oh, difficulty. I hope you like getting shredded. Yeah, I think I'll do something like every 5 or 10 deaths, I'll spin the punishment wheel. And then you guys can laugh because it'll take me like 500 deaths to beat the game. But I would like to beat it. I don't want to... Everyone's gangsta till I start replying. I'm nice in my replies. What do you mean? I don't know. Sekiro is one of those games I've had in my Steam library. I thought I would be really good at because I think I'm good at Souls games. And then I was humbled by it. So, can I drill through the wall here? Yeah, that's how I killed those guys. Yeah, so I was also talking about my backlog earlier, so it might be one of those games that I play coming up here soon. But yeah, Shadow of the Erdtree was awesome. I need to play it more off stream because I only beat it with the Strength Arcane character. I have other characters with other movesets and other weapons that may or may not have a better time with the final boss. Worlds is also part of my backlog. If I'm playing Rise this year, though, maybe I won't play World, though. Maybe we'll play Rise instead. Because I don't know if I'll be able to play World before Rise comes out. Especially if Rise comes out in like 2 months, less than 2 months. Oh, let me add Elden Ring. Number 5, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. Spelled that correctly. S-O-T-E. All right. Number 4. Oh yes, look at that hype card game action. We got Balatro. I played the demo for Balatro. I was real excited for Balatro. Sorry, I got stuck reading chat. If I ever play console again, it's gonna be more mouse and keyboard the whole way. Control drift is too frustrating. Mouse and keyboard's the way to go. Except for probably World, Wilds, Dark Souls. Controller's the way to go. And I have a new controller these days. I finally bought one to replace the one that kept disconnecting. But yeah, I was really excited for Balatro after playing the demo. I was also really happy that a lot of friends ended up picking up Balatro. So we were showing like, yeah, look at that flush right there. Go for the flush. So we were showing like high scoring hands, Joker combos. Oh, those are the even Jokers. Okay. Yeah, this was a great game. And what's been really funny is seeing it nominated for the Game Awards, and then people go, what? This game can't be that good. And then, like, there's a resurgence on Twitter. I think they broke their concurrent player record after the VGAs because so many people were going, oh my god, no more Windows noises? I do have it muted. Oh, because my controller won't unplug. Yes, no more Windows noises. I think they broke their concurrent player record because so many people are like, what? No, this game can't be that fun. And then turns out, yes, it is that fun. And just more and more people started piling on. I haven't played it since they added the Friends of Balatro stuff. Do I fail here? Doesn't matter. I was still learning the game. So they added, I think, either more Jokers or at least just skins of like other games that you could get and add to your Balatro playthroughs. I've seen people who have done extensive achievement hunting in this game. This is a difficult game, I think, to try to platinum. There's a ton of RNG with the Jokers showing up and trying to unlock all the decks, and how quickly the difficulty scales sometimes. But this game is great, and I did do a separate review video on it, and I highly recommend it. I honestly couldn't get enough of it when I was playing. I think I do fail here. Hey, what's up, Rave Sage? How are you doing? Happy New Year to ya. Hope you're doing well. I'm almost done going over my favorite games of 2024, then we'll wrap up with our plots for 2025. I remember having a Jack Daniels deck of cards describing poker as a strategy game. It really is strategy based like chess before it. There is strategy to poker. I don't watch sports anymore. I used to watch WSOP when they had that on ESPN and on YouTube. Unfortunately, they've moved it to their own website, and you have to pay for an astronomical fee for a ticket if you want to watch the World Series of Poker. I don't feel like that when I used to be able to watch it for free. But yeah, there's an insane level amount of strategy to poker, where sometimes it feels like it doesn't even come down to what cards are in play. It's just, how can you read people? How can you read how people are betting? Actually, it really just does come down to, in some instances, how people bet determine what to do in each scenario. But also, I really like chess. I've been playing a lot of chess a lot lately too. I got the Lego chess set, and that was fun because I built that at Christmas and then got to play chess with people, which is nice to play chess in person and not over an app. But yeah, Balatro deserved recognition. Really good, really addictive. And I think what really helps the addiction, I talk about this in my review video, is the little sound effects. Like every time you score, it's just this little ding, 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 and it gets like more higher pitched and more frequent as it's like tallying up all your bonuses, all your multipliers and stuff, and it's just like, it sounds like a machine gun. But it's like that what am I trying? The hit marker from Call of Duty. It's just such a simple little sound effect, but once you hit that sound effect, and you trigger it, your brain is just like, ooh, I like that. And then you just want to go and do it again and again and again. And Balatro is exactly that type of game. Where you're just like, oh, I like that combo, that, you know, getting all those little combos all going up together. I think really helps reinforce the the Skinner's box in your brain. Did I discard a straight and not play it? Oh no, I'm discarding to get the summit card active. Okay. All right. Top 3. By the way, go play Balatro. It's a lot of fun. I think it's on mobile too. It's not even just on Steam. You have phones, don't you? Another older game, but I was really glad I got to play this year, was Atelier Firis, the sequel to Atelier Sophie. Kind of like Sophie in that it was a little open-ended, in that it's, oh hey, let's just walk around to do alchemy, and oh by the way, you have a year to figure out to take the your state alchemy test. So not like a super high stakes story like Ryza had. A little bit more open-ended like Sophie had. Like, you know, just run around, do alchemy, and things will happen. So, yeah, fun game. I think it was in my streaming of Atelier Firis, someone in chat said that Firis walked so Ryza could run. And it wasn't until I had completed Firis that I realized what that meant. And that Firis was the first Atelier game to have the nice big open areas to go gather from. It also introduced mounts. We got the broomstick, we got the airplane, and we eventually could build the submarine. I never got that far yet. But Ryza would eventually get a mount, and in Ryza 3 she would have multiple mounts. And I think Firis, I don't know if Sophie 1 had it, but Firis definitely had different gathering tools that she could use, just like we had in Ryza. So there's just like a lot of foundations that Firis put into the game setting that was really nice, that would come up later in the Ryza trilogy. Firis also had the recipe, like, aha system. I don't know how else to call it, but like you would get ideas just from like fighting enemies, gathering materials, just like playing the game would eventually unlock alchemy recipes. And I think that's a system, was that Ryza 2 that had that? Ryza had a similar system at one point in one of her games, but again, Firis was the pioneer in that field for those systems. So yeah, pretty cool. The combat, pretty basic, but this was still earlier in the Atelier timeline. It wasn't until, you know, Sophie 2 and Ryza 2 did we start getting the more dynamic battle systems. Or, I think Ryza 2 and 3 and Atelier Yumiya coming out, which I'll talk about that, because I'm excited for that for 2025, is going to be more real-time combat, action-based combat. But yeah, Firis is great, and I'm glad I got around to playing it and mostly beating it. I don't know if there's like a second ending that I need to play for, but I'm glad I squeezed this in before we got to Yumiya. Another game I was hyped for in 2024, kind of like Helldivers 2, but I think I was more anticipating this than Helldivers 2, and that was Space Marine 2. I'm so glad I got to play this with Gondola and Vimes. I'm glad that they had a cooperative campaign. It was just having 3-player squads was kind of weird, since 4-man squads are much more common in games. But Space Marine 2 was exactly what I wanted in a Space Marine game. Great combat, great finishers, bloody. The multiplayer was cool in that it added different loadouts that you would eventually get. Because you could play as different classes. It wasn't until the final missions did you get the ability to swap out your loadouts. Here we are with Thunderhammers. Oh yeah, we're fighting Chaos. But yeah, this game was so good. You had so much... I don't know what I'm thinking of. Squad cohesion going on here, where you could reinforce each other. Like, Vimes was playing like a wicked sniper with the las cannon that he had, and it was really good because some of the enemy factions, Chaos and Tyranids, both had long-range guys that could shred you. And if you were like me, you didn't have something that worked really good at range. I liked playing the melee combat in this game, so I wanted to get into the thick of it. So I couldn't just kill everything in melee if I've got some, Chaos Marine shooting rockets at me from the other side of the room. So Vimes was able to cover me on that. As you can see there, he stunned that Marine that Gondola ran up and executed. So like we just had really good synergy without having to, coordinate a whole lot. It was just, it all just fell into place. Yeah, we messed that guy up. And kind of like Doom, where they just had a myriad of executes. So many different brutal ways to kill heretics. Was so good. My favorite part that we discovered was running through the heretical guardsmen. The Space Marines are just so strong and so fast that the puny human traitor guards, you could just walk through them and they would instantly just splatter into blood. Like they could not withstand Titus just walking through them. That was a really cool little tidbit that was fun to explore. Yeah, this game was so good. A little short, but I think when a game leaves you going like, oh my god, I wish there was more, like, then it was good. It could have been around a little bit longer, but it didn't overstay its welcome. It wasn't stale, it wasn't tiring. Yeah, there you just saw me just dodge through that guy and he just splattered. I didn't have to hit him. I didn't have to shoot a bullet at him. Just dead. I think this was one of the games that might have been just like a little bit too new for my graphics card. And I really probably would have benefited from having a multi-PC setup, which I know I talked about doing in 2024 and had some technical difficulties. So sneak peek at my plans for 2025 is to revisit the multi-PC setup so I can have a streaming PC, and then hopefully I won't have performance issues in the future. But yeah, Space Marine 2 was a great successor to Space Marine 1. If you watch the Secret Levels episodes on Amazon, the Space Marine or the Warhammer Space Marine story on there was also awesome. Highly recommend that one. There were a few boss fights in this game too, and the boss fights were good in that it had good mechanics. They were still tough. We might have failed a couple times on some of the bosses, but all in all, it was really good. And there was a lot of cinematic moments in this too. Like I remember everything with the Dreadnought. He comes through a wall, kills a Hellbrute in front of you, asks you where the fight is. You fight alongside the Dreadnought, and I'm a mecha guy, so fighting alongside the Dreadnoughts is just really cool anyways. I only ever had one Dreadnought when I played on the tabletop. But I think you got the moment where like it grabs a statue and flings it into a dragon and kills it. That was also a really cool uh, cinematic moment. Fighting the Carnifex, fighting the Hellbrute without the Dreadnought. There's just so much going on in this game that just made you feel epic. And that's what you want when you play a game. You want it to play up the power fantasy. You want to feel like a badass at all times. And this game did such a good job doing it. Oh yeah, try not to die here. Thankfully there weren't any salamanders around. Why is that? I thought everyone liked the salamanders. Thousand Suns was an awesome choice because they're just suits of armor filled with dust. So you can rip apart their armor and they'll fall apart. I had no idea what was going on, but I was hype and excited. I had a lot of friends that played this game that weren't big on the Warhammer lore, and there's a lot of lore, so if I get stuff wrong, don't fake fan me. There's so much out there. But even they knew less than I did about Warhammer stuff, and they were like, this game is awesome. I think one of my favorite memes was Maury Calliope was playing this, and she came across the Imperial Guardsmen, and she goes, okay guys, you did a good job, you guys can go home now. And they're all Cadians. But she didn't know the lore that you can't tell Cadians to go home. They have no home to go back to. But yeah, a lot of people played that. Hate the Flamers? The Flamers sucked. The Sorcerers weren't so bad, but the Sorcerers were an enemy type I hunted down relentlessly. We gotta blow stuff up, think PlayStation like Vin Diesel, not in real life. But yeah, in video games. Yeah, this game was really good. I was really excited for this, and I was not let down. They've added new missions to the multiplayer too. Maybe it could be fun to go back and play the multiplayer. I still need to unlock the Deathwatch shoulder pauldron. Like in the tutorial stage where you're playing as Titus while he's still in the Deathwatch, and you see him in the Deathwatch armor, like just the shoulder armor having all the Latin phrases written on it, just oh my god, is so cool. I just want to unlock it just because it's badass. Even if I don't play this game a whole lot anymore. Forgot what we're doing here. The Flamers are garbage. Yeah, the Flamer enemies were not very nice. Oh, did I forget to put Balatro on here. Hang on, my list is wrong. Ignore it. 3 was Balatro. Space Marine 2. And then my number one game, which I think a lot of people already predicted. I click on a break. How do I do that? Unicorn Overlord. I said this a lot while I was streaming the game, so I'll say it again now. I had been waiting my whole life for a game like Unicorn Overlord to come around. I played a ton of Ogre Battle 64 on the Nintendo 64 when I was a kid, and my hunt for strategy RPG games led me down like playing games like Tactics Advance and Fire Emblem, but I never found another Ogre Battle game to play. And like I tried playing Tactics Ogre or Ogre Tactics, whatever order those come in, and that was such a huge letdown because it didn't play like Ogre Battle, and as far as tactics games goes, it wasn't like Fire Emblem, so I guess I just didn't like it. Triangle Strategy was better than Tactics in my opinion. Vanillaware dub? Yeah, turns out I might like Vanillaware games, so I might try to play another Vanillaware title this year. This is my Game of Thrones. Yeah, as far as RPGs go, I mean, it was extremely linear. There are different endings to the game, but one of them, at least one or two of them, you have to play the game incorrectly. Excuse me, hiccups. You have to play the game incorrectly in order to like unlock some of them, and it just doesn't feel right. It's like when you do New Game Plus in Bravely Default 2, and you don't die at a boss that you're supposed to die to, you can get an ending like that, but it's like, oh, you didn't do what was supposed to happen, so oopsies, game over. You know, so I think I liked Ogre Battle because there were definitely branching storylines in there, so your decisions impacted things. Yeah, Gondola, you'll like Triangle Strategy. Triangle Strategy definitely has more branching options that impact the game. In fact, that's like the whole point of Triangle Strategy. And Fire Emblem definitely, well, most Fire Emblems I think have different outcomes on certain decisions that you make. Not Engage. I think Engage was literally A to B on the storyline. I know Three Houses had different endings, obviously. The different houses. But yeah, this game, so good. I really liked Unicorn Overlord. Goofy title name, probably that's made it so unmarketable, but once you played the game and you get the lore of the world, you understand why it's called that, and everything like kind of falls in and makes sense. But leading up to that, not so good. If you somehow get a copy of Odin Sphere, I highly recommend it. I am so surprised that there aren't many or any Vanillaware games on Steam. I think there's a market that they haven't tapped into yet. But I think I'm going to make... I feel like Unicorn Overlord was also highly underrated for 2024. It got nominated in one category that it didn't win, but like it didn't have any competition in its genre, and it was like a pinnacle of strategy and role-playing, I think. I know some people were turned off by the auto battle mechanics of it. I found that to actually be I found that to be more intriguing, like coming up with the logic. You know, okay, if I'm fighting a horse, use my anti-horse ability, oh, attack the guy with the lowest health, do this and this. There's all sorts of programming the logic, I guess, too, with your characters while they were in combat was really cool. Curious why you like Triangle Strategy but felt Tactics Ogre was a letdown? My problem with Tactics Ogre was I couldn't get past the tutorial. The first or second tutorial mission, you can only control the one character, and you have everyone telling you all the different commands and dialogue, and then the NPCs that are on your side do that command. Like, select move, and you can move to a highlighted square. I am a flying unit, so I can fly over gaps like this. But like, it's all done for you, as opposed to select me and then select move and then click on this square to move me there, so that way you get the use. I mean, I could figure all this stuff out. I wouldn't need a tutorial. I just felt like it was such a handheldy tutorial. But by the time it came to your character's turn, there's no enemies in range of your abilities. So like, I spent the whole tutorial, and it's a long, unskippable tutorial where I'm just watching the NPCs do the whole battle for me, and I was just completely taken out of the game. Like, I came in really wanting to play it, and it's like, even if it doesn't play like Ogre Battle 64, even if it's like a Final Fantasy Tactics game, I'll still hopefully like it. And I didn't even get to the part where I could start enjoying the game. So that's why I like Triangle Strategy over Tactics Ogre, because at least Triangle Strategy was, here you go. Like, at least I got to feel like I played the game. Earliest games I remember like this are Final Fantasy Tactics. I missed the original Final Fantasy Tactics, but I played Tactics Advance on the GBA. and really liked that one, but I think I'm missing out by not playing the original Tactics, so I might acquire that game, or hopefully that game gets a remake. Yeah, there's so much in Unicorn Overlord that I really liked. And what was really cool is, like, I ended up liking the Thief unit and then falling off from liking the Thief unit, and then, like, late game I was like, oh my god, Thief characters are so good. Like, it's just so many strategies and nuances of the game and how mechanics worked that made me go, oh, this is a good character, this is a bad character, oh, never mind, this is a great character. And how everyone got played together was just really cool. This was a phenomenal game. I eventually made an off-stream save file on a higher difficulty than the stream save file, and I was playing 2 playthroughs concurrently of this game because I loved it so much. I had a really hard time putting this down. And now I've finally beaten it. But this seems like a good point to segue into some of the things I want to do for next year. It took me like 6 to 8 months of streams because I only played this once a week, and I tried to play it like 5 or 6 hours when I could on a Sunday, but it still took me a long time chronologically, maybe not in-game time, to beat this game. So I think going forward, something I want to try this year is when I start a playthrough, I think all my streams, or most of my streams that week, will be that playthrough. So there's not me trying to juggle 3 games at once. I only play it once a week. Guys, what did we do last time? You know, if I play the same game Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, then you guys know what game I'm playing. If you tuned in every time, you'll know what's going on. You know, it's not like if you miss a night, you know, it's not, oh, another week until I see Unicorn Overlord again, you know. And we'd be able to get around to it. And then, you know, maybe I can finish games in a reasonable amount of time. Because, you know, Atelier Yumiya is coming out in March. And the Atelier games tend to be like 80 to 100 hours. And I have a sneaking suspicion that once I start that, I'm going to want to play it all the time. So I think if I just change my scheduling to be, hey, let me hit this game and focus on it as a, you know, I don't know where I got the idea that, like, oh, I'm a variety streamer, I got to play, you know, 3 different games every week. Well, I can play a variety of games, but I can focus on, you know, a game at a time, maybe. But I think that's something that I'm going to try out this year. You say you don't hate it now, but let's see what actually happens when it's like, oh my god, he's playing this game again. But yeah, so there's my list of games for 2024. I think I can tuck that in there. Tactics games in popular are not very, just in general, not very popular. True. Final Fantasy Tactics is a reskinned Tactics Ogre. It's a shame those first few missions are in the game for you. Yeah, I mean, I love the genre. It's one of my favorite, probably my favorite game type is strategy and role-playing. And I could not get past those first few missions. I was just like, this is awful. It was just so bad. It was like, this is how you don't do a tutorial. Don't just have characters, like, tell me how to play the game through dialogue and then not let me select the commands and move them myself. And then even if, like, my character is, like, a 12-year-old that doesn't know what he's doing, but he wants to join the revolution, have him walk up and poke a guard with his wooden sword for 1 point of damage. You know, and then let the NPCs swoop in and, do, you know, clean everything up for me. But at least I would have gotten to click on my character, move my character, use the attack command. You know, I would have felt more engaged, but I was watching a cutscene, basically, as a tutorial. And I really wish that it had an option where you can go, I've played Fire Emblem before, please, you know, let me play the game. You know, I understand the concepts of... Yes, I understand that if I attack a character from behind, my accuracy will be higher, or I'll critical him, or I'll do more damage. Like, tactics games have always had this kind of... Not every... I don't think Fire Emblem has a facing issue, but... Final Fantasy Tactics was 1997, Tactics Ogre was 1999. Oh. When did Ogre Battle come out? July 14th, 1999. Are you thinking of Tactics Ogre? Yeah, Tactics Ogre was 95. Person of Lordly Caliber. Ah. Who owns this IP? Oh, it's Atlas. Man, could they remaster this? Or just give us an HD version of this? God, this game was so beautiful back in the day. The fake 2D, the fake 3D sprites that were actually 2D sprites. Okay, next part of the stream. Alright, games I'm looking forward to, and I will use the... We'll turn off the background music. We will use desktop audio again. I've got, I think, 5 games here that I'm looking forward to in 2025. Uh-oh. You know it's good when it may contain content inappropriate for children. I went and grabbed the trailers for these. Atelier Yumiya. Oh my god, it's still so loud. Okay, now I can hear it. Base building. Her staff is a rifle. She's also hot. I mean, it's... It's gonna be good. She's also not the only gun user in the game, which I think is really cool too. I think it's coming out in March. This is early 2025. I'm pretty sure it's March. March 21st. Yes. Yeah, real excited. Probably my #1 most anticipated game for 2025. Number 2. A series I have thousands of hours in.
The past is more than what we leave behind.
Civilization. Though, the more I hear about this game, the more I'm worried about its release. But I still have high hopes. I think we watched the gameplay trailer. I don't think I've shown this trailer on stream.
And bury our regrets.
Might as well get a gaming laptop. I'm out of the console wars for good. Oh, really? What took you out of the console wars?
Every age has its secrets. In each layer of history, we can rediscover hope.
I'm really worried about this Civ 7 borrowing too much from humankind. Because I think Civ loses its identity by trying to be like other strategy games. From Sega versus Nintendo, Xbox versus Sony, it's the same thing. Oh, you don't like the fanboy wars. I get you.
The lessons of one age augur the next.
Your mother found a Bluetooth keyboard with a mouse pad. That's cool. One of the things I'm worried about, again, with Civ 7, not just from borrowing from humankind, but also in the Civilization games, you advance through ages of human development. So from like the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, etc., etc. Well, in recent Civs, they would go to the Atomic or the Information or the Modern Age. But I guess Civ 7 is getting rid of the Information and Atomic ages? So I'm cautious about this. I will still play it. I already have it pre-ordered. I think I got it gifted. I definitely got it gifted. So instead of Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'll be playing Civ. Fun little thing. I don't have a trailer for this, but we can go to Twitter for this. A game I used to play a long time ago. I never streamed it, but will anyone be playing Shadows? Maybe. Not me. Recettear, the Capitalism Ho game. This is you play as a shopkeeper and you buy items and try to sell them to adventurers in your town and try to make a lot of money to pay back your parents' debt. But I am so happy it's getting a HD release sometime this year. I recall another bill like playing this. Oh, did I play this on the old channel? I must have forgotten. But yeah, it's we're getting an HD of this, so I will buy it again. We will play it again. Oh, hence the confusion. I did forget then. But yeah, I love this game, so it's just cool. What was the copyright on it? 2007. So this is an 18-year-old game getting an HD edition. More capitalism for us in the future. Okay. I guess I have 7 games. I'm excited. I'm amazed the localizer's still around. I saw him retweet it. Oh. This game looked really cool. I've played the other 2 Killing Floors. So, Killing Floor 3 is probably going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully I can play this with Gondola, since we played World War Z together.
It appears Moorcroft's little project is as real as they say.
Well, Killing Floor 2 is a lot of fun. You pick a class, as you level up the class, you unlock perks. There's boss fights. Maps have puzzles and stuff to them. Anything to keep scratching the Left 4 Dead itch? Yeah. I mean, if they're not going to come out with new Left 4 Deads, and if Back 4 Blood's going to be Back 4 Blood. I mean, I've been playing a ton of Darktide lately too, so I'll probably get tired of Darktide and be ready to swap to oh, the closed beta's open. I should sign up for that. Yeah, it'll be time for another cooperative, squad-based zombie killing game by March, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I like Killing Floor 2 enough. I played a lot of Killing Floor 1 at the LAN center when I worked there 20 years ago, so yeah, I've not streamed a lot of Killing Floor, but I have played a lot of Killing Floor, so this is just one of those titles.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go.
Monster Hunter
Get
Wilds.
started.
This is gonna be great.
You bet.
Looks really good.
I hope we find them soon.
I did not like Rise, but I liked Worlds, so I'm hoping Wilds is closer to Worlds. I think this is another game that definitely we can play together.
Incredible. I've never heard of a Karatnoth herd this big before. One of them's got big spikes on its back.
And kind of similar to Vanillaware, where in Vanillaware games all the food looks really, really, really good. One of my favorite tropes in Monster Hunter games is how all the food that you cook is really good looking.
Now to lead it away from the pack. We'll make for the desert.
Right.
The sandstorm.
I don't think I've seen this trailer. That's why Rise was bad, we only ate Dango. I hope they get the multiplayer figured out. I know playing Worlds had kind of a jank multiplayer progression. Dude, this guy's gonna get carded. He keeps getting beat up. Alright. Oh!
I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. I'm excited to try it. Maybe I'll like this one. Rise was weird in progression, World was straightforward. Well, if this is straightforward like World, then I'm excited for it. Alright, 2 more videos of my anticipated games. And then I'll close out with a couple things. I talked about this earlier. I probably should have put this high. If I was numbering the list, I would have put this higher. Oh, MTC dude, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. We are looking at the games that we're excited for 2025. I hope you had a good stream. This is probably my third most anticipated game for this year. After Atelier Yumiya and Civ 7 is Night Rain. I know it has like the battle royale element of like the area getting smaller over time, but I think if it's cooperative and if I can queue up with people, I think it'll be fun.
Seekers of redemption.
If I can't play with friends and I get stuck with 2 randos every time, I'm probably gonna hate it.
Forces beyond our control.
But looks like there's new weapons too. There looks to be a lot of fun that could be had in this. Oh wait, hang on, we get to fly? I missed that. Probably missed that the first time I saw this.
Tragedy must be averted. And for that, I need your help.
Stand tall. The night is far from over.
That's that guy!
Little pillager, bent on stacking the lands of gold. I will swat away any and all who dare approach.
I don't like necessarily crossing over all the universes together, but I guess there was enough hints for it that it could happen.
The life of the Night Lord.
Oh, I'm so hyped for it. Forgot, did they have a date for this? Show me a date. 2025 doesn't count. Yeah, this is Night Rain. Wait, watch DSP's obscene OBS troubleshooting. I demonstrated this earlier, but I don't think it will hurt to demonstrate it again. It's like 2 mouse clicks to center text. Here, I have some text. These are my top 20 games from 2024. Only the top 5 are in order, but let me right click, transform, center horizontal. Oh my god! Guys, I made it centered. Made it both center and not grow beyond the stream. I didn't have to take my hands off the keyboard and mouse and cry like a baby. A wizardry? It's a farm of alchemy, probably. I don't know. Alright, last game. I think this one might have a beta that's out because I've seen people make comments. Hang on, I also want to search if they've added any Night Rain release date. 2025. FromSoft. Just edging me. It is 2025. It's not out yet. They're lying to me. Yeah, it is a type of alchemy because I'm transforming the text because you got to right click transform. Anyway. All right, last trailer.
On the floor lies a tome covered in blood, titled Top Ways to Conquer the Spire. You find this manuscript highly suspicious because it's covered in blood. You read the book, covering your hands in blood.
Slay the Spire 2. I have hundreds of hours in Slay the Spire 1. Strategy, card game, roguelike, dungeon crawler, deck builder. That Necromancer's a new character. Where's the defect? Where's the Watcher? He just gets straight up eaten. Oh, it might be in... Whoa, 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 please don't. Okay. Wrong misclick there. 8 out of 10 cats. Please don't strike me down. Hang on, this might be in early access. I'm gonna go check Steam real quick. In which case we can... Oh, no. On wish list. Okay. No planned date. Similar to games you've played, Slay the Spire and Balatro. Yeah, I have 600 hours in Slay the Spire 1, so... definitely hyped for Slay the Spire 2. Can't wait. So, that's 7 games to get us through 2025. We'll see what else comes out, or what other games that, maybe I'll pick on my backlog. Speaking of games that I owe you guys for 2025, well, there's my secret list. I didn't mean to show that. Super secret. From the charity stream, I still owe you guys an Atelier tour. I'm still cleaning my place up, so that way when I do the tour, I won't be embarrassed to show off stuff. I still need to record the Walking Rocky video, and we're getting some snow this weekend, so I think Walking Rocky in his new jacket and in the snow could be a fun, cute little video. And the next big playthrough that I owe you guys was picked by Cyber because he donated the most during my donathon for Extra Life. He picked Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, so we'll pick that up. And like I said before, one of the things I want to try to do is focus on whole playthroughs. So we'll start Portrait of Ruin, and that'll be all we play. I might sprinkle in collabs here or there, but that'll be my focus until I beat it. And then we'll grab another game and focus on that until I beat it, and so on and so forth. So, winding things down, here are my goals for 2025. Batman Arkham Asylum. Oh, maybe we'll get that to this year. I've not played this yet. Added it November last year. I'm gonna try to... I kind of screwed this up last year, but I have a better idea of how to approach it this year. I don't like to set goals of like, oh, I want to hit 3,000 YouTube subs. I think it would be cool to hit 3,000 YouTube subs, but I can't just say I want to hit 3,000 YouTube subs for 2025 and then keep doing the same thing. So instead, my goals and resolutions for the channel are going to be focusing on how to do things differently and hopefully better to achieve goals like that. So, I'm going to try to upload edited videos more often. I think I used to do it back in the old channel. I uploaded weekly. I can streamline my process to getting weekly videos out, I think. They're never going to be supremely polished, but I think what's the saying goes, perfect gets in the way of good. So I think if I could just make good videos instead of like trying to make them perfect. I would just like to upload more often because you can't just stream anymore these days and get noticed. So I want to make more edited videos, more long form videos, not just shorts for the channel. I already said this, focusing on whole playthroughs instead of juggling a bunch of games at once. I had a lot of fun doing the Donathon style for Extra Life. We aren't here for Polish, we're here for the Alchemist. Yeah, I'm trying to get you more Alchemist stuff, Reggie. If I get invited back to Shrugging Cocks this year, I would love to do Extra Life again. But two other charities that I really like also have fundraising through streaming pages. So I want to try to do 2 more charity events this year. Probably in the same style. Where it'll be Donathon. We'll do you know, reward milestones. I'll do goofy things for every, I don't know, $10. Or every $10 I'll do a punishment wheel spin, you know, things like that. That was a lot of fun when I did it for Extra Life. So I want to do that for 2 other charities. I want to try to do a hand cam stream. I got a really cool Lego set for Christmas that I think would be fun to put together on stream, just doing something a little different. I've also been, I got a 3D printer back in November. I've got it. I'm going to try one more print tonight. I've almost got it dialed in where I can make some really cool prints. And if I can't get this print tonight, I'm going to give up on it and try another print. But I would like to print stuff and paint it on stream as a hand cam. And maybe even give away the stuff that I print and paint, or maybe I just give away a print if you guys if you want to paint it yourselves. I don't know yet, but you know, just do something a little different than just gaming all the time, because again, can't grow if you're just doing the same thing as everyone else. Got to try different things. Only way is to keep doing things. Can't improve if you don't. Exactly, Rave Sage. I mentioned this earlier. We're gonna get the Duels PC troubleshot correctly and get it working. So that way, playing these new games, I'm not lagging while trying to stream and play at the same time, but I can separate it out. And this is an idea I've toyed with all last year, but I never implemented it, partly because I'm lazy. What I want to try to do is a reward for members, so Twitch subscribers and YouTube members, is let you guys like just hop into a stream in voice chat with me at any time. So hopefully, maybe not at every time, like if I'm in a collab, or maybe there's just some streams I just don't feel like I'm doing it. But yeah, let you pop in, say hi, ask a question, chat for a little bit, hang out. Try not to hog the time so other people get a chance to do it, but I don't know, just an idea I've had. But I really appreciate the support you guys have given me on Twitch and YouTube, and I keep trying to come up with ideas on how to give back or make that seem a little bit more worth your money. So this was one of the ideas I had. So maybe we'll experiment with that and see how it goes, and hopefully it's not too cringe and we give up on it. And then I want to try to do that RimWorld teaching stream, because there's a lot that goes into RimWorld, and it got voted on as, oh, hey, I would like to hear, you know, your tips and tricks or learn how to play RimWorld. My sister just got into RimWorld in Factorio not too long ago, so I thought it would be a good time to revisit that. I have some stuff written already for this, so I'd like to finalize what I have written and schedule it out and try to do something really cool for that. Again, trying to play things a little differently instead of just come in and watch me play RimWorld for 3 hours. Let me show you what I know with RimWorld, and maybe you can come away from it learning something you didn't know about how to play RimWorld before. So, yeah, so those are my ideas going into 2025. So 7 games we're looking forward to. 2 videos I owe you, a stream that I owe you, and then some ideas. So the rest of this week will be collabs. So probably next week I'll start Portrait of Ruin. I think that seems pretty fair. This week's been crazy with, time off and getting back from the break and everything. So just seemed easier to just go, oh yeah, I'll join you for a collab. Then I don't really have to think a whole lot. Just show up and play Mario Party or Running with Rifles tomorrow. And guys, that's all I got. So there's my games for 2024, what I'm looking forward to for 2025. So it's going to be a good year streaming. It's going to be a good year of videos. It's going to be a good year to be an alchemist. I was born in the year of the snake, and we are back in the year of the snake. So it is my year, baby. I am so excited. A lot of cool games coming out. And a lot of ideas that I hope I can implement at least half of them. And just try it once. And if we hate it, then we never go back to it and forget we did it. Get your snake potion. If you saw my tweet earlier, those are all the snake potions. The year of the blonde bomber. Something like that. Okay, I can go ahead and close that. So, I'll do Legos, but not Gunpla. Yep. Because I got Legos for my Christmas present, not Gunpla. Oh, but my games shop got bought the space next door to it, and they're selling Gunpla now. So I have a hookup on a store that I could go buy Gunpla at. So maybe I'll do Gunpla in the future. Who knows? Hey, what's up, Donkey? Sorry, bud, but you're tuning in right at the end. I'm out of gas and out of stuff to talk about. Oh, you just saw the tweet. Yeah. No worries, dude. I was working on the thumbnails for the Mario Party streams this weekend, so I'm looking forward to playing with you again and everyone else. You see the list though? Yep. Only one of these I didn't play on stream, but the rest we played on stream, and I think it was a good year of streaming. We did play a variety of games. Looking at that list, those are certainly snake pills. Yeah. I was so happy Soleil took the time to put together a male version of the fertility meme, and I was like, okay, I have to retweet this. But it was really funny because there was an old 4chan post from 15 years ago, and I was like, oh my god, it reminds me exactly of that. So yeah, pretty funny stuff. Yeah, tomorrow night we'll be playing Running with Rifles with Gondola, Vimes, Badger, and Omo. I've never played with Omo before, so it'll be a 5-man, well, 1-man, 4-boy collab stream. I've never played Running with Rifles before either. At least I didn't have to use my own bottles for the picture. No, Omo is one of Badger's friends, yes. I'm an alchemist. I've got tons of bottles. I might have had bottles that I could have used for the picture, but nope, Soleil had found all of them. And then Saturday night is one of the Super Mario parties. I don't know if it's Superstar or Jamboree. I could figure it out here. Oh, it's Superstar on the 4th, so Saturday, and then Jamboree on the 5th. So, a lot of Mario Party this weekend, Running with Rifles tomorrow, and then a full schedule Monday, and we'll probably start Portrait of Ruin on Tuesday. So there's your schedule segment. Blue got you covered. Yeah, I put it in my post because I had that 4chan meme for some reason or another. So I was like, oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, so hope you guys had fun. Hopefully you guys had a good new year and a good holiday. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to a fun 2025. And then I'll see you tomorrow night. So let's try to keep our resolutions. And one of those for me is to get more sleep. So I'm going to head off here. I guess I should find people to raid, huh? That would be the right thing to do. This screen. Hey, thanks so much, Ray Sage. We'll see you next time. Okay, we got that. Got that. Okay. Zip it in and zip it out. Yeah. All right, edit. Hey, thanks so much, Proc Stream. Happy New Year to you too. Who shall we raid into? Is Junkin? Oh, he started 4 hours ago. He might be ending soon. Pippa started 3 hours. How long is a Pippa stream? Should we raid Pippa? You know, Seki Gemma's playing Elden Ring, and he started 2 hours ago. And I like Elden Ring. So, if you're hanging around on YouTube, say hi to Seki. On Twitch, let's see who we can raid into. Cerulean's playing Half-Life 2. Oh, he modded it. Let's raid Cerulean. I don't think I've raided him in a while. Cerulean86. Okay, that's those are the raids set up. All right, say hi to Seki if you're sticking around on YouTube. Say hi to Seru if you're sticking around on Twitch. If not, have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for Running with Rifles. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. All that fun stuff.